Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to DR Sports for another weekend roundup show. Today, it's myself, AGT. We've got Laurie. We've actually got Stu in the studio as well this morning. But introducing the new world champion, Matisse.
I thought he's going to do the old Michael Buffer thing. And this.
Fair play, mate. Well done.
Thank you, brother.
Well done.
We had to do a guard of honor for you in the studio not so long
do you
ago.
want one?
No. Do I want one now? No, it's fine. Everybody just take a seat. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I would have done it.
You weren't in the tournament. It's fine. It's fine.
Have some respect,
I'm going to Brazil tomorrow, so I'm going to go chat to all the Brazilian
You
teams.
actually?
Nah. Honestly,
Be honest.
that is like top 5 performances I've seen from my club. Like, that's PSG. Everybody, and rightly so, waxing lyrical about that team and how good they've
Sure,
been.
it was PSG, didn't more like PSV.
Nah, we made them look like PSV. And that's where we're going to get our credit, because PSG's pum-pum got pammed.
Ooh.
Sent back to Paris.
Wow.
That's what happened. Yeah?
In a split.
In a spliff, bro. In a spliff. Listen, PSG, they didn't get near us.
They didn't.
Bro, every single attacker locked down. We were fluid in attack. We were fluid in defense. Interchanging positions. Maresca managerial masterclass up against Enrique. The irony's there because we were trying to get him as well. And people were very gutted that we missed out on him. He's a top manager. Obviously lost his head at the end. But that is a 10 out of 10 performance. When your club plays like that, the pride that you feel, you just... Honestly, I was mesmerized. I was dazzled. We had Doué to deal with. Cucurella, who's played how many games? Nations League, Euros, all season. Long hair in those temperatures and them in that heat. And he's still making Desiree Doué dizzy. Do you know what I mean? Cavaschelio, we didn't see him once. Dembele. Sure. And then our attackers, Cole Palmer, people say he doesn't turn up in big games. Oh, my days. Did he turn up? Did he turn up? João Pedro, that finish. Dink Donnarumma, the most probably informed keeper on the planet, sat down, actually stood still. Musical statues. You saw the halftime show? We had it all. We absolutely had it all.
Goalkeeper played well.
Bro, even Sanchez played well.
Yeah.
We had to check his documents at the end. He had a little error, so we know that's him. Fantastic. You know, keep it realistic. Beautiful. Great performance. The defenders, Chalobah, Colwell, James, Caicedo, Enzo. Do you know how much stick I've taken for these two midfielders? Culture cams. Talking about Enzo Fernandez as John Joe Shelby. Brother, don't run. The neutrals are entertained. World champions. We were winning the Conference League not so long ago in Poland. And people were pointing, laughing. It's not significant. It's not serious. Even with the run-in up until this point, people are saying you're not playing any serious sides. You're not playing any proper teams. PSG. Nobody gave us a prayer, not a hope. Even brother over here, Stu, he said, listen, nobody's getting into that team. 11 out of 11. I said, you know what? Let me shush. Let me silence myself. Yeah, the boys can get in. The boys can get in. And it's just... I'm sure you've had these experiences, Alex. You definitely have in recent months, Stu, and Laurie. I apologize. My condolences to you. My condolences to you, because you ain't seen shit like this before. You ain't seen nothing like this before. I don't want to have another conversation in this city about who is on top. I just don't.
I agree.
I don't want to see Roboth, who's now run off to Singapore. Flex is nowhere to be found. Jamaica, Singapore, Saudi, man's all over the shop. Do you know what I mean? Asking questions. If Chelsea win the Club World Cup, what now? We've already won it. This is our second time winning it. Second time being world champions. And we're not even at our peak performance. This is the project off.
Donald Trump's favourite team.
Oh, I don't want to talk about him. Leave that man to the side, honestly, because I'm already being investigated by the FBI after the shit I said yesterday. I had to delete some tweets. But honestly, even the people coming off the bench, Liam Delap coming on, stinging the fingertips. We actually missed some chances as well. You guys did, obviously. Some great saves from Sanchez. I think you missed an open goal as well. You guys were rattled. And to put PSG... Look, I ain't got no beef with PSG. But at the end of the day, it's nice to put a team in their place a bit, because everybody was just thinking they're perfect. They can't be stopped. And tactically, what my manager did against one of the best in the world, to put Gusto at right back with James in midfield. You had coverage at right back when he went forward. You had a back five when we needed to defend, when we had to go to a low block. You had Mendes, who didn't know who to mark.
Yeah.
I said, we didn't give him a man to mark, so he marked no man.
Yeah.
Palmer was taking him inside. He said, shit, should I follow him? Should I go with Gusto on the outside? He didn't know which way to go. Neto was onto Hakimi, tracking him up and down. It was fantastic from him, put a shift in. I'm so proud of my team, man. I'm so proud of my team. Oh, it's the best.
It's
feeling.
unbelievable.
It is the best feeling,
Big
bro.
up. Yeah,
so
we'll give
proud
him a
of my
round of
team.
applause for that.
That was
So
very
proud of
good.
my team.
That was
Did you
brilliant.
prepare that?
No, right? I could talk for an hour on my team. Honestly,
I have to hold my hands up. So I've been sent the tweets, the screenshots of what I said on Thursday. I said, I do not see any way in which Chelsea win this. And I was wrong. Hands up, very wrong. Couldn't be more wrong. And Chelsea are world champions now. Whatever you want to say about them, right? They've won 2 trophies now in a couple of months. And you can win finals when Kelleher's not in goal.
yeah. Now he plays for.
Brentford.
Exactly.
You better hope you don't play them. in the final.
Yeah.
But listen, everything that he said, fantastic.
It's a
The
wonderful
rhythm was
soliloquy,
there.
by the way.
The brilliant footballers,
team, man.
turned up. And Maresca got his spot on. He's totally outfoxed Enrique, and I think what spilled over at the end was maybe a result of his own frustration, not being able to implement anything in the game. Kvaratskhelia was taken off after 53 minutes, mate.
Yeah.
When is that happening, by the way? So listen, fair play to Chelsea. They've shut everyone up. They've won the trophy, and it is what it is. We'll come to Stu, because again, you are like Laurie, like myself, like everyone else in the studio last
everyone,
week,
like Chelsea fans
when you
as
smashed
well.
up Madrid 4-0.
Mate.
What is the reason in why you didn't play last
the
night?
game plan.
Why?
The game plan was perfect. They knew that we will press high. They knew that if they wanted to do something against us, they will have to play long balls, and they played long balls throughout the games, and it worked perfectly well for them. Fair play to them. I memean, it was a perfect game plan from their gaffer. And as Matisse said, the big players turned up. Malo Gusto, for example, he had a boulevard on the side. Like Nuno Mendes was nowhere to be seen. When Mendes tried to mark him, it was clumsy. And all those long balls, I mean, they're not used to this, to be fair. So, a fair play to Chelsea. And in my opinion, no one was expecting this. Even Chelsea fans. You obviously need to back up your team, and obviously you used to play finals. And I said you will be an annoying side to play against. But 3-0, the score line, no one expected that score line, to be fair. I mean, that's shocking to everyone, even to Chelsea fans. And they deserve that win. They've been the better sides. On our end, I don't know what happened. I mean, I believe the midfield, we are relying a lot on the midfield. And because of those long balls, the midfield was nowhere to be seen. And even João Neves lost it at the end with Cucurella. It shows you that those young players as well, they need a little bit more experience, because even if Chelsea is a young side as well, they've been tricky, they've been sneaky, they know how to play, they know how to enter your head as well.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. And look what happened at the end of the game. The Luis
head
Enrique seeing Kimpembe trying to retain him to not do something even more mad than he did. I mean, it shows you that they have the experience, they know how to play finals, and they won it fair and square.
Yeah, Laurie, we were chatting before we came on air, and I made a comment, and you actually agreed with it. It's not a great look for Arsenal, is it? Everyone else winning these trophies. And that genuinely,
You start by
it's not a
throwing
shot.
shade.
It's not a shot. It's the factual truth. Chelsea winning another trophy. I know we do this whole who's the biggest team in London. It is Chelsea.
Yeah, you know what? It's
not a good
although you are being a little bit mischievous there,
I don't think so.
but you are right. It does put more pressure on Arsenal because I mean, both of our London rivals who we detest, Tottenham and Chelsea, have
And
won
Palace.
trophies.
And
and Palace,
Newcastle.
yeah. So it's not a good
And
look.
Liverpool.
But I'm going to try and keep it classy and keep it focused. First up, congratulations to Chelsea. Like Matisse said in his very impressive soliloquy there, that it was a tactical masterclass by the manager. They got everything right, pretty much. They started well and they ended well. To me, at no time did I ever think that PSG were going to come back into it. And Stuart can attest to this, because we did a watch-along on DI yesterday. And Stuart was saying, even though they were 3-0 down at half time, we're going to come back. I said, no, I don't see it.
I was
Chelsea
hoping.
dominating from the start. They just looked the superior team. The one thing I would say, though, and I'm not in any way trying to take anything away from Chelsea, even though it's going to sound like I am, so I know it's a bit of a contradiction.
Brace yourself.
It almost appeared that yesterday was a game too far from PSG. They
Agreed.
looked low on energy compared to Chelsea. They pressed you. They pressed.
I think we might have wanted it more.
Yeah, there was that as
Like,
well.
The
And you caught them slipping. I think they believed in the hype. They thought, man, we're going to win this game.
Like the way I saw us defend, it was like the old Chelsea. Like the new Chelsea is maybe the front line with João Pedro and the way that we play, and the way that we dominated a team that has been dominating everyone. But that old Chelsea was the defense in the second half, because I saw these guys ready to run through brick walls for each other. I saw leadership. I saw great positioning, great defensive awareness.
Andre Santos, when he came on, every
Yeah.
tackle was
Even
like a
Cole
goal.
Palmer was
Yeah.
fighting every ball, every
Yeah.
ball, and he was pressing high like Dembele is doing as well. I mean,
And that decision to put Cole Palmer out on the right.
Oh,
paid
yeah.
dividends.
Yeah.
He looked comfortable there, man.
Because
He was
Mendes couldn't pick
unbelievable.
him up.
No.
He was unbelievable. And João Pedro, even for that back heel when Cole Palmer just shot wide, I don't know what's going on with him in these first few games, but I'm very moved. I'm very Phil, because I've always liked him, but I didn't know necessarily how much impact or influence he would have, because he hasn't put up numbers. So you're kind of just counting on him to be around better players and to just up his numbers. And he has started like a house on fire. That finish, on top of the 2 finishes in the previous, on top of the assist, it's just, honestly, it's just...
I mean, that finish was, if Thierry Henry did that, you'd be going, yeah, it's a standard Thierry Henry goal. But were you not familiar with his game? Because I agree, sometimes, and Alex Isak is a good example of this. Right?
Yeah.
You take not a gamble on a player, but you go and look at someone and go, right, they haven't lit it up there, but let's put them in an environment where it's basically built for them and watch them increase levels now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
just
think
keep going up
sometimes
in
with
levels.
players as well,
Yeah.
they go to a better team and their levels rise.
I look at
A
Bobby
bit similar to
Firmino
what's going to happen with
as well, like
Madueke.
that. Well,
Yeah.
we'll get onto that. So that's another
Thanks for
W
the money,
for
bro.
Chelsea. That's
He
another
ain't getting,
W.
is he going to get a medal? Who knows? You know what I mean? You just,
he will win.
It's the irony
He
that
will.
someone leaves to Arsenal just before they're about to win a trophy. Like, that should tell you something. You know
No,
what
but
I mean?
I'm sure he'll get a medal because he did play in. A couple
All I
of
know
those
is,
games.
man,
no, they
the
gave
timing
the,
is
they gave the
ruthless.
spare one to Donald
The
Trump.
timing is
so
ruthless,
We
man.
will not have it, unfortunately.
Just
No, but shout out. I do want to say though, congratulations to Chelsea because I didn't see that coming, and it's not just the fact that they won; they didn't nick it, they didn't, deploy. You know what I mean?
Long throws,
long block, low block, and all that nonsense. They went head to head with the best team in Europe, and they beat them comprehensively. So that makes it all the more interesting now for the season ahead because all of a sudden now Chelsea have been spoken of.
Has Robbie phoned in to congratulate us?
No.
No.
Don't expect
Sure
a phone
about
call.
that. I'm doing
Not
it
like
on his
Robbie.
behalf.
Wow.
Levi Colwell there says Chelsea fans have bragging rights on every club in the world. Are you sure about that? I mean,
Look, like I said, I
Bragging
always
rights.
protect
Every
my
club in the world?
postcodes. I'm not bothered about what's going on up north. That's for you to sort out and for flex and whatnot. But for me, the postcodes are aligned and the postcodes are sorted, and that's all that matters to me.
but you are the biggest club in London now, officially.
We were already the biggest club in London. This is why I didn't engage. You know what I mean? People said Robbie said something. I said I didn't. The air conditioning wasn't on. It was hot. I didn't even hear that he questioned it once again. That Chelsea were the biggest club in London. I keep shutting down the debate. They keep bringing it back. If you want to keep having it, have it in your own group chats. But we won't take it.
But you know what's even
won't
more
take it.
annoying than that, though, is that every single game of the upcoming season, all we're going to hear is
for the
world
next,
champions.
For the next
Well, this
4
is the
years,
beautiful
because
thing.
they're
You'll
gonna
never
win the
sing
for
that.
the
I'm
next
going
4
to the
years.
mega store straight after this. That gold badge is going to be firmly placed in the middle of our chest on our crest, bro.
For the next 4
For the
years.
next 4 years, you're going to be seeing that.
Why weren't we allowed to wear ours? You know when we won it?
I don't know. It's your
What's all
decision,
that
isn't it?
about?
Was it not your
No,
decision?
it wasn't our decision.
Brother,
FIFA let us wear it for one game and then
Listen,
we had
that
to take it
shit
off.
better be embroidered in
No,
that
but
shirt
you know what
for
it is?
4 years. I don't want to see
You know
one
why that
kit
is,
without that shirt. The training kit needs to have it. The tracksuit,
Everything.
I
Dinner
need to see
ladies,
that. The
they
dinner
need to have
ladies,
it
the
on.
canteen man, everyone needs to have that on all of the uniforms,
janitor,
everywhere. Yeah, man,
groundsman.
everywhere.
No, but
Champions of the
obviously
world.
it's a revamped tournament because when
Yeah.
you guys won it, it was like once every 2 years, isn't it?
No, it was every year, but
Every
you
year.
couldn't. For some reason, City were allowed to wear it. We were allowed to wear it for one game, and then they said no more.
Obviously
I'm
now
not having
you've won the inaugural revamped tournament,
Yeah.
so it's one every 4 years. Listen, I've been saying right all along. You backed me up on this
Yeah,
because you was there. I said I'm all in favour of the tournament. This is going to be in the long run. Obviously, the aim is to supersede the Champions League, isn't it? That's what they're aiming at. Already, the prize money is on the level with the Champions League. This is a very prestigious tournament. It's a fair play.
Yeah.
We want to win it next
And
time.
according to
2029.
Goal Side, Chelsea have become the first club in the history of football to win all the major trophies: Premier League, the FA Cup, the EFL Cup, the Champions League, Europa League, Conference League, and now the Club World Cup.
Still not a bigger club than Arsenal,
Yeah.
because
But you think Arsenal are bigger
say
than
that.
Liverpool? So
You say
no,
that.
I said we were on a par with you.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You
You
said
keep,
Arsenal are
lying
far
to yourself
bigger.
over there. You know
And
what I
I
mean?
said, well, name the categories in which they're bigger in.
No,
So
but we
for you to
discussed the
say that
different
over here,
criteria.
Chelsea are a more successful football club than Arsenal.
Yes.
And Liverpool are. So how can you be bigger than both of us? It's impossible.
Because, like you just alluded to, there's more than one criteria that determines.
But
a big
every
club.
criteria, we beat you. They beat you in every criteria.
No, they don't.
All right, FA Cups. Well done. You've got them.
Fan
every
base.
other
Fan base. Are you talking about?
Are you seriously
not
trying
doing
to tell me
about-
that Chelsea have a
Worldwide.
bigger fan
I'm not
base
doing
than
this.
Arsenal?
I'm not doing it.
I'm
I'm
not
not
doing
entertaining
this.
it. I'm not entertaining
From
it.
a neutral perspective,
Let's just break this.
From a
and we
neutral
stop.
perspective, fan base
We're-
wise,
we're not doing
they
this.
also have a lot of fans abroad. To be fair, you've seen it in the stands in the US.
The
They
only
have a lot of
time-
Americans and everywhere in Asia and stuff, they support Chelsea.
Yeah,
in
but with
Africa.
respect, Stuart. Right.
Go on.
I don't want to
No,
dwell
yes,
on
you-
this.
We're not going to do this
We're not
because
gonna
Yeah,
do
we're
it.
not going to do it. But
You've
it's-
never been
It's important to note.
outside the continent, and you haven't won in the continent, but you've never been outside the continent and played a competitive game. Every time you go abroad, it's for a friendly. So personally, we're not having this conversation.
Yeah.
It's done. 2 Club World Cups, 2 Champions Leagues, 2 Europa Leagues, one of which we battered you in a final. We're not doing this. It's done. You haven't won a Premier League in 20 plus years. We're
Check
not
the
doing this.
criteria.
We're not doing
You
this.
can't just say check the criteria because
I
it
don't
doesn't
care if
matter
you got
what
more
it is.
Instagram
Every
followers.
criteria,
I don't care.
I mean, I can speak for myself. Every single criteria that you have in your brain, Liverpool. are bigger
And don't
than
let me
you.
go through the players that you've taken
And
from
they're
us.
more successful.
You're taking
than
our
you.
leftovers.
You
The
can't chat
bigger,
to
the
them,
bigger
you know.
club can't take our leftovers.
Literally
You
can't
just
chat to
sent
them.
52 million into our bank account for a backup winger. There ain't no way the leftovers are getting taken by the bigger club. That ain't possible. That ain't possible. I could go through the names if you want.
Let's also not forget that you did finish 4th last season.
We don't
behind
give a
us.
damn. Do you think I care, brother? Look at my crown. Do you think I care?
He's won
Look,
more trophies than
look.
Arteta in one
Are
season.
you blind? Can you not see me? Are you blind?
Is it blind?
Are you blind? Bruv, I don't care. You didn't win the league. We won trophies.
I thought you weren't gonna get into this.
Because now
you're angry.
You gotta understand. This is what you gotta understand. You gotta stop turning your nose up at trophies. It's
Who's
not
doing
about.
that? I just gave you props.
Listen, the amount of times, no, not you personally, but the amount of times I've heard people say, "Oh, we don't want the Carabao Cup. That's not important.
Take it.
Put that to the side. We're focused on this.
Community
oh,
Shield
we
as
don't
well.
want this. We want to focus on that." You grab whatever you can get your hands on. You lift it. It goes on Wikipedia. You add the year. You're finished.
Bro,
You're
you
done.
can type in
We're
all
not.
that.
We're not.
It's-
You don't get
I
picky
thought
and
you were allowed
choose.
to leave it.
It's not pick and mix, bro.
Man's just typed in criteria of
Yeah,
a big
because
club.
I think
Nah,
I
man.
mean,
Any
he's
criteria,
right, he's
we
right,
beat
he's
you.
right.
Send me that Carabao
And
Cup
I
next,
say
man.
we.
I don't
Right.
give a
Because
damn.
you always
Without
remember
Keller,
whatever the style of play you have, whatever the Invincibles, whatever that is, you always remember the winner of the trophy. That's it. For
Facts.
example, look, PSG had an amazing Club World Cup. Now everyone
Yeah.
forgot about PSG
Yeah.
because we did not win the trophy. And it
Liverpool
was
win the
Chelsea.
league. No one
That's
cares
it.
about
So
who's finished
that's
second.
how it
It
is.
doesn't
That's
show
how
up
it is.
in the,
No, but
in the
what we're
trophy.
talking about is two separate arguments here. I readily, well, you would be stupid not to say that obviously Chelsea have been more successful in terms of winning trophies. My argument
Which is
that
a
the
very
criteria
important criteria.
for a big club is not just based on winning trophies.
It's okay.
Anyway, let's move
It's
on.
okay.
Congrats to
I,
Chelsea.
I'll always be on the argument of
Trophies
this is
first.
success. I support the most successful team in this country, no matter what.
Ad nauseum. Can we move on now?
Oh, you want to move on, but you're googling out here
No, because I
criteria
just
of a
wanted
big
to
club.
prove to you that I was right. That it's
You're
more
not
than
right. You're not right.
I am right.
You're not
You
right.
can see it there. Look, it's more than there's 4 different criteria listed
But
there
in
alone.
everything, we're bigger
Yeah,
than
but
you. It doesn't matter
but
what the
trophies
criteria.
No, you're
should
just
are.
being
prevail. Surely
selective.
trophies should prevail.
No,
You're
I'm
being
getting that. Give me that
selective.
crown.
Imagine
Give
we
me
finish.
this.
Imagine we finish 4th next year and they finish 2nd. We win the Champions League. They're talking about.
I didn't set these criteria.
about all
Hang on.
this.
Let me just settle it now.
Okay.
Let me just settle
Okay,
this
bro.
whole shit right now. Champion.
Huh?
Yeah?
Champion. Champion. Champion.
Yeah.
Champion.
Champion.
Yes, champion.
Champion.
Second place again. Right, let's move on finally. because that's good. Super Chats, Gotti 2017. No debate now. Chelsea FC, the biggest team in London. Marcus
QPR.
and Rubens. Yeah. Stu, how many Chelsea players get into the PSG level?
Still none.
Still none?
Still
Okay.
none. Still none.
Malungisi says, we are the champions, my friend.
Beautiful.
Ali says, Matisse, on Best of Enemies, Robbie said that this trophy would make Chelsea bigger than Arsenal.
There you go.
That's Robbie.
Well-
and I'm not even sure if he said that either. I don't
he
think
did.
That's
he
why
said that.
that's why you don't argue because you know
everything's
old
there.
format,
Just wait.
new format.
With
Just
Arsenal
have
fans,
both.
you just
How about
wait.
just have both?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Here's the receipts.
There you
We've
go.
got new ones, we got older.
Got new ones, got the old versions, got the new trophy,
Got
3D,
the
lock and
shillings,
key,
got the
things
GGP.
3D, the wild spins, the solar system round it.
So are they bigger than Liverpool?
Yeah, the trophy is a madness.
No,
No.
and he would say that as
No.
well. They're not bigger
Again,
than Liverpool, bro.
don't try and drag me into
Don't try and do
to
this
Northern
now.
England business.
Don't try and
No, I'm
Yeah?
asking you because you're according to
care.
your
North, South.
I've
Doesn't matter.
always been
Like-
consistent. I like
knows
to
his
make
place.
sure.
That's
I
why I
like to
like
know
this
my
guy.
postcodes are sorted. I like to know that London is protected.
You
It's the
Southwest,
biggest
though.
city on the planet. Yeah, it's got the most
SW.
CCTV cameras, and this is being
Big Brother
recorded.
Nation.
This is being recorded.
Are
Yeah?
you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? This is history being
See,
recorded
this
in
is
real
why
time.
I told you
Don't
yesterday
talk to
you
me
should
about what's
have.
going on elsewhere.
See what you've done?
know.
I am
Listen,
pissed
it's
off at
not-
you for not winning, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, you know you got
I know.
problems.
4 years of this shit. This is
know.
your fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see what you've
They
done
are
now.
going
Your
to behave
fault,
the
that.
same
You
way
had one
Marseille
job.
can behave.
Yeah,
I know,
well,
bro. I know.
Stuart,
I'm,
you had
I'm
one
gutted.
job.
I'm gutted. What do you want me to
look-
say?
look-
I knew they would
This
block
is
for
in
the
the
next
DNA
4
of
years.
the club.
Come on.
This is in the
Why are you
DNA
coming
of the club.
fast?
This
How
is
you
in the
coming
blood
fast?
cells of the body, bro.
No,
This
but
is what
Stu,
Chelsea
I
do.
think they will.
In
I think they
finals.
will, man.
Because you know your place.
This is what we
And
do.
you're a champion, and you can brag about that.
You had
Look,
one
bro,
job.
You had one job.
I know we had one job.
4 years now of this shit, of this.
Plus the badge, yes. I know.
Right.
Sorry, guys.
man.
And
Well,
they've
you
only played
deal
about
with
8
it now.
games.
You
We
play in the
played
same league,
38,
so you
and
deal
we
with
get
it.
God
But
next year, hopefully not.
well, we've
Sorry.
been outplayed. What do you want me to say?
But
They've
everyone's
been
a
the better
champion.
side, man.
Apart from obviously you know who, but it's all good. It's all good. no, it's all good.
Watch the
User.
space.
Oh, how many times have you said
Man said, "Watch this space."
Hey,
Space.
next season, look, we know you're Netflix FC. We'll wait for the new series and we'll be disappointed by
Watch
the end
this
once
space.
more.
Watch this space.
All right,
Bro,
doesn't
we
matter
we
how
gotta
many
have to go to
seasons you
space
bring
because
out.
we already won the world, brother. You know what I mean?
You're trying to galaxy.
Yo,
it up
we
now.
got we need
Galaxy,
new
yeah.
comps. Can we get into the AFCON
Milky
Champions
Way.
League? Can we get
Milky
into
Way, yeah, remember?
the MLS playoffs or
They are,
something?
they
man?
are
Galaxy,
We need new
all of
challenges.
that.
Milky Way.
We need new challenges.
User says Chelsea fans calling themselves champions of the world gives the same energy as Spurs fans calling themselves European champions.
This is literally
CWC
the only.
is a pre-season trophy.
This is the only trophy that can make you champions of the world. Do not disrespect River Plate, Boca Juniors, Flamengos,
fuck?
Al
Okay,
Hilal,
okay.
Sundowns.
True.
This is the only tournament where you can actually play everybody around the world and be champions of the world. The Champions League is not
Matisse,
the world.
objectively, how do you rank that trophy comparing to Premier League and Champions League?
and Europa League. Throw that in there as
And
well.
Europa League.
This
as
this
well.
for me hasn't.
And
like,
Conference League.
and
Now
Conference-
you won it.
yeah.
so
There's more
obviously.
history and heritage in the European Cup and the Champions League, so I'm gonna rank that higher. The Premier League, I'm gonna rank it high because I want to dominate my own country.
So
You know what I mean?
for you, Champions League, Premier League,
And then I'll probably
Club
put
World
this
Cup.
after. Yeah.
Right, so you just become world champions.
Yeah.
So when's the parade?
There's no parade. The players got to go on
Oh,
holiday.
so it's such
No,
a-
they got to rest. No,
No, it's such a
No,
prestigious.
He's right. They
no,
need
no,
I
holidays.
think they should have.
No,
a
no,
parade.
No, but
Listen,
hang on, hang on,
I
hang on,
think
hang
they
on.
should.
Let
If
me
we were to
finish.
win,
Let
I'll
me
tell you
finish.
why.
Let
I'll
me
tell you why.
finish.
I'll
Let
tell
me
you why there's
finish.
no parade. Because
me
our
finish.
players have just played in 50 degrees Celsius. They're hot. They're
Agreed,
tired. They're
agreed.
putting a
They need
masterclass
holidays.
against PSG.
They need holidays.
And they
Sit on
need
the
their
beach.
rest and recovery. You know why? Because the Premier League's starting soon. You guys have been on
6
holidays.
months.
Yeah, but you've been in holidays. Where's your players?
for a long
Your
time.
players isn't taking the second trip to Dubai in the last 6 months.
6
You
months,
man are
my
always
friend.
outside on holidays, sun shining,
New
settings,
tracksuits.
swimming.
Oh,
New Rangers.
We're out here grafting, representing the nation, representing the city, carrying it on our back, shoulders
Got a
hurting,
good
biceps
point. No, it's
curling,
not a good
and now you want to tell us to do more.
No,
Please
I'm
let
saying,
us rest.
No, I'm
Can
saying
we rest?
to you, it's such a prestigious tournament to win, which
Brother,
it is.
we're moving on to the next.
So
That's
why
what big
are you
clubs
not
do.
having a
'Cause big
parade?
clubs, we're on to the next thing. Big club. Moving on.
Are you title challengers next season?
Listen, we need to be. I've said it. I've always said that on here.
So your chest is out now.
We're not favourites.
The
I'm
tassels
not going
are
to be
out.
delusional. You know what I mean? It's going to be difficult, and let's see how the players recover.
How can
but
you be world champions but not amongst the favourites to win?
Because of the
No, he's
season they
saying they
had.
should be. They need to
we
be.
should be up there. I've always said that. It's about time we get up there. But let's see. Let's see how we do. You know what I mean?
Alright.
Let's see how we get on.
I do find it surprising though that you're world champions and you're not having a parade.
Brother, we got plenty of time to flaunt. Go to the museum. You want me to take you to the museum after?
No,
The trophies. Do you want me to take you to the museum?
At
No,
the
thank
Chelsea
you.
store.
Me and you go to
Stamford
we go to the
Bridge.
museum. Let me show you what it looks like. We could do parade there. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're a man of the match
Parade,
today.
man. Come on.
We've asked you in the chat, who is the biggest club in London? The options are Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham and West Ham. Is there any other clubs you could have in that 4 bracket?
No,
QPR,
the
QPR.
more relevant
QPR.
question is, are they the biggest club in West London? You lot.
Brother, don't be silly, man.
There's only one.
Don't
club
be
in
a
North
silly
London?
Billy, man.
Nah,
please.
there's only
Is
one
he-
club
is he
in
the
West
biggest
London
club in
with the
North
W
London?
postcode, by the way, and that is
Ooh,
QPR,
it's
man.
late.
All I know is that
It's
Tottenham have
late.
got a game against PSG in the
And
Super
it's
Cup.
great.
Don't let them win that. You bet.
Oh,
You
Yeah,
bet,
but last time
better
you put
beg
pressure
him.
on us.
You better beg
Look
him
what
to
happened.
help you a second time.
Stu.
Don't let them lose to
Chill.
Tottenham in that Super Cup
Yes,
final.
yes.
If Tottenham win
I
that,
know.
then it's really not a good look for Arsenal.
Oh,
I know.
Everyone goes home with a toy at the fair.
And
Wallah,
I said it
Wallah,
before.
you bet. Hey.
The same way you ranking the Club World Cup after the Champions League and the Premier League,
Yeah.
I rank the Super Cup final higher than the Club World Cup, in my opinion.
Nah, not for me.
No,
He's been here for ages.
Nah,
Logically,
no,
I agree. No,
Nah.
but
He's been here
But
for
I understand
ages.
his You know
point,
what?
though.
It doesn't matter because if Tottenham win it, you gon' feel it.
If
You gon'
and
feel it.
trust me, another parade after
Because
that.
I've already
Oh,
got.
they will.
I've
They
already
will
got one.
definitely do a
You got a
parade.
Super Cup? I got one.
I got Super
You got a
Cups.
Super Cup?
Yeah, I got
I got one.
You
got
guys,
one.
got Super Cups. Yeah, exactly.
We've
so-
won everything as well.
Yeah.
And when we win this one day,
Yeah, he won everything.
well, when we win that one day, because we will be in the next one,
Okay.
maybe
True,
unlike
true,
Arsenal, then we'll win that then. But until then,
No, Tottenham.
We're
We
the
can't
only
let
club
that
that
happen.
say, though,
We can't
factually
let that
won it all.
happen.
big up to you.
Mm.
But I have to say, the halftime show, Michael Buffer, Trump, it's a farce.
So
And I saw your reaction when you were watching Trump. Get out the way, you.
yeah.
Get out the way. I'm not. Yeah, FBI.
We're
said it.
stealing the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
We're stealing the show a little bit. Yeah.
Get out. Get out.
Do you know what it was? Do you know
That
what
was
it was for
What are you
me?
confusing.
doing?
Like, it's not a political thing. I'm
No,
not,
no.
I'm not
Doja
just,
Cat as
brother,
well.
the only right wing
Get
leader
off.
that should have been on that stage was Cole Palmer. That's just it. Like, at the end of the day, we're here. We've won this trophy. These
That's
guys
good, to
have
be fair.
blood, sweat, and tears. They need that photo. They need that memory as a group, as an individual. And what pisses me off is the person that should be standing in those spots is Maresca, not Trump. Maresca should be standing there.
you know what's even
And I don't
funnier?
care if it was Bernie Sanders. I don't care if it was Sadiq Khan. I don't care. Move.
Yeah,
All
move.
of you
Literally.
move.
No, but you know what?
'cause
You know
it's not your
what? You
time.
know what the thing about
Takes
that as
a bit
well
of a
is
shine
that
away.
Donald
I
Trump
don't like
doesn't
it.
even like
Agreed.
football. He's on the
That's what I'm
record.
saying,
as
man.
Yeah,
Move.
of course.
Main character syndrome, man. Move.
Get
He
out.
don't-
Get
he
out
don't
the
like-
way.
he don't
Even
even like
Palmer
it.
was like, "What's he doing?"
Bro, Reece James looked at him like, are you dumb?
Yeah, get out of the shot with your big red tie, man.
And
Get out.
FIFA president
Bro,
took him
move,
at the
bro.
back after when the you
This
guys
is not-
lifted
this
the
is not
trophy,
the-
he came
I
back,
don't know
he took
what they
Trump
do.
and put him at the back.
I don't know
as
what they
well.
do with the Super Bowl or, you know what I mean? This is not that.
You got more of this to come next year when they have the World Cup as well.
Oh, get out of the
Yeah,
shot,
true.
man. It's not even for you.
And then, listen, when you're 3-0 up at halftime,
Reminds me of John Terry.
Thames and Doja Cat can twerk as much as they wish. You know what I mean? I don't care.
But John
We were
Terry
lucky we were
wearing,
winning,
the,
so-
wearing the kit with shin pads to lift the trophy, and you
So
didn't do anything.
with that
Get out.
halftime
Yeah,
show,
yeah,
as well,
yeah.
obviously
It's
they've
crazy.
had to bend the rules to accommodate that. How long was that break then?
Yes,
20
agreed.
minutes? 20
That
minutes?
was a long
Yeah.
halftime break, man.
When you're 3-0 up, who cares?
It was.
But when you're, this is what we said at the start of the tournament. If you're 3-0 down and Doja Cat's coming on at half time,
yeah, 100%.
you're like,
Get out
what
of
is
it.
going
Yeah,
on?
get
What's
out
all
of
they
happened
it.
to the
did,
game?
all they did was
What's
do a
happened to the
pre-party.
game, man?
frustrating.
All they
man.
did was do a pre-party.
Also, I
Because
saw
I'll be
this-
honest, at halftime, I didn't think I just trusted us to defend that lead. The way
Okay,
we were
so
defending.
you
knew
thought
you
you
would.
would park the
Yeah.
bus?
No,
for
it
the
wasn't park
second
the
half.
bus, but
I don't think they did.
it wasn't even park the
No,
bus
they
because
didn't.
it was just for me. I knew that we wouldn't be naive and stupid. I knew we would defend properly and resolutely. You got to show two sides to you. There's no point pressing PSG when you're 3-0 up and tiring yourselves. There's no point leaving gaps. That's just dumb.
Yeah, but I said at half time when we did the watch along, I said there's no way back for PSG. Stuart obviously was.
Well, because in the past I've been traumatized by comebacks, and it happened. We had a great comeback against Man City during the Champions League.
Yeah.
So obviously it gives you a little bit of
I
hope.
just didn't
Let's
see.
be honest. You
I
can
just-
always.
I
This
just
is
didn't see
football,
the
so
energy out
everything
there
can
for
happen.
the PSG players.
But we were
They
not
had no
performing
energy
at
left,
They
all.
were
man.
flat.
Yeah.
The only fight they showed was when it was too late at the end of the game.
At the
Neves,
end.
Enrique grabbing Pedro.
I know.
by
Yeah, what
the
was that
throat.
about?
I know.
That
Do we
is-
know?
I don't know. We don't even have the sound when we watch the games in the studio anyway, so we
Yeah.
don't know what they. To be fair, it started before this because when João Neves pulled the hair of Cucurella, and I know
Yeah.
that for some reason they've been sneaky or something. They how do you say this? They got into their heads
Hauser.
as well.
Yeah.
And it's a final, so they know if they wind them up, at one point they will commit a dumb mistake. And this is what happened with João Neves.
So
And then
What
after
is
the
it
game,
about
you don't know what they
Cucurella?
I think
said.
it might have
Wines
started when
people
Delap
like
came
that.
on.
Huh?
When Delap came on, I think it started because if you remember, Delap came on,
And
He had
got
this.
fouled
He had the mad
badly.
shot, forced the corner, and
Yeah.
then the first thing he does in that box, the camera pans to him, and he's just beefing everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
And he did get a
yeah.
He's the one. He's the one.
I'm like,
he did a
yeah.
proper Sergio Ramos move
Yeah, I was like,
when he was
yeah.
in the box.
It's
Yeah,
fighting
No, but
time.
no, but
agreed.
to be
As soon
fair,
as he came on.
No,
Yeah,
you're
agreed,
almost
agreed.
right. But there was
Was
a
there time
couple
before
of
that?
incidents with Cucurella before then. A couple of niggly. You know what he's like.
He has got
And I
that
think
annoying
That's all he
kind of
needs.
like
But
just-
He
Andrew
is-
Robertson was like that as well.
Yankees.
Everybody's got to have someone like that.
a lot of players wanted
gotta
to
have
do
a
this
shit
to
house in your team.
Cucurella.
champions do, man.
That's what you got to have, man.
But in the chat, we've asked you the biggest club in London, Chelsea. It's not looking good for Arsenal fans. 83%,
Wow.
Arsenal
Yeah, but it's
14,
obviously
Tottenham
submitted
2, and
interest
West
in this
Ham
poll.
1 in this poll. Robbie's fuming, says Eddie in the chat. Deepan says, Madueke leaving a day before winning a trophy is the most fitting way anyone could sign for Arsenal. Trophies leaving him as soon as he joins Arsenal. Nuno Mendes got rinsed for all 3 goals. Hold that.
No, but he's wrong on
Bonjour,
that. Actually, 'cause
Stu.
I'm reliably informed that he is getting a medal for that. So.
Okay. GR says, Bonjour, Stu.
Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. I'm
Bonjour.
not in a good mood today, but that's okay. Let's say bonjour.
Alright,
Let's
fair
talk
enough.
French. I
20
can talk French so no one understands what I'm saying then.
23 trophies in 20 years. No one can chat to us, says
Course.
Callan Brown. Ty ruined the watch along, nonsensical and annoying. Clara Bitsy, Stu, being confident as your team are European champions is one thing, but being cocky saying Aston Villa is better than Chelsea is saying QPR are the only club in West London. How do you feel getting absolutely humiliated?
Okay, I was laughing, obviously, guys. You need to. That's the thing, you know. When you look at the competition that we had and the amazing season that we had, I mean, it's an historic season for us. So I'm over the moon. Obviously, I'm feeling frustrated by the fact that we lost, but no one can say anything about this. Even the Chelsea fans were not expecting to be 3-0 up at halftime. No one. Of course, we were the favourites. Of course, I had to back up my team. Obviously, with what I saw during the season and what I saw of Chelsea finishing 4th and winning the Conference League, yes, I had to back up my players. And in the combined 11, I did not see any Chelsea player fitting in that combined 11. Now, obviously, maybe Caicedo or Cole Palmer, I hesitated with Fabian Ruiz, but that's it. And obviously, Cole Palmer has been world-class yesterday. So he proved me wrong. But that is football, man. You need to back up your team.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
2
It's not being
goals
cocky.
and an assist in the final.
World
He
class
turned up. He did
from Cole
turn up.
Palmer.
He
That's
definitely
how
did.
it is.
Next super chat is from Postman Ton. It says Donald Terry getting in with celebrations. Exactly, I agree.
Donald Terry.
Congrats, Matisse, not on winning the Club World Cup, but for managing to keep your shirt on during the celebrations. Hashtag up the titty, says Momar.
Yeah, man. Like,
I was surprised as well.
nah, it's
Thought the
just-
gold tassels would have
It's
been.
just all moments at the end of the day.
Ah.
At the end, I think I fell to the floor on the 3rd goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know what happened.
Alejo says, I was at the match. From the first minute, we had a plan and it was executed perfectly. London is blue. Someone take Thai to Nigeria. Clara Bitsy, this one is for you, AGT. Saying we had absolutely no chance. You sausage, you salchicha, you saucis, you saucis, you kielbasa, you corre, you wurst. Hold that. It's a lot of sausages there. It's a lot of sausages. You miss sujuk though. If you're gonna, include sujuk because that's Turkish sausage. Pause. Next one, as the computer is playing up, but there's a lot of chats to get through today. I tell you that. The next one we have for you is "It's come home. Welcome to England," says Juno. Big up to Kyle Vineyard, who's now a member, gold level member. Alhambra says, big difference between the most informed team in the world and the best team in the world. PSG are the former, not the latter. Only a handful of teams in history deserve that. Historic season, but calma. And then Clara Bitsy says, honestly, I hope Madueke gets a medal because not sure he's going to get any more in the future anytime soon. Let's move on to Arsenal then. This leads us in quite nicely. Arsenal have now signed Kepa, Zubamendi, Norgard, Madueke, Gyokeres and Mosquera. It looks like he's getting over the line.
Last 3 years, but
Well, they're
it's impending.
Mascara was
Pretty
confirmed
much.
today,
That's pretty much.
finalising the last details for Gyokeres and Mosquera.
Pretty impressive work, right?
Well, talk to me. I mean, Madueke is now officially over the line. You commented on a little bit of beef between Rio and Mark Goldbridge,
I
who's
did.
on DR Sports these days with Robbie.
Yeah. Mark Goldbridge has been taking shots at Rio. He sent another one yesterday. But yeah, I'm not sure if Rio's responding. But anyway, in terms of the Madueke business, let me just say this, right? So I'm going to put my cards on the table. I've been quite vocal about it previously. I did not want Madueke, right? However, it would appear to all intents and purposes that any time now he's going to be an Arsenal player. So the dynamic has changed. Once he puts on that red shirt, mate, I will be a supporter of him. And I just want to say also that some of the stuff that's gone on in the last couple of days with some of the fans, I don't align with that nonsense at all. And some people are getting it twisted.
The petitions and whatnot.
You know, the
That we're referring
hashtag
to.
no to nonnies, the abuse that he's got that led to him turning off his social
I mean, you've given
media,
him some abuse.
defacing murals. Sorry?
You've given him some.
Listen, I've
nicknames.
said, and I can't take it back because on the regular, I didn't want him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to be hypocritical about that. But then I didn't want Havertz either.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, once these players become Arsenal players, as supporters or fans, whatever you support them. So some of the stuff that's gone on in the last couple of days has really kind of turned me off that type of stuff. I don't align with, you know me, you know how I stay. I don't align with all that type of stuff. And despite what I've said about I didn't want him, I've always said, if you check the records, what I said, I've always said that he's a good player. What we're hoping at Arsenal now is that once he becomes inducted into the Arsenal family, we'll embrace him and he will level up and become an even better player.
Arsenal fans in the chat, let us know how you feel about this one. I mean, they're buying him off you.
Yeah.
So that's another W for Chelsea. The fee's good. Everyone's happy on your side, right?
Yeah. I mean, listen, we are trying to change the mentality of the way we've been over the last few years, and you've got to be 100% locked in. And I have not villainized him or said he's a snake or anything like that. I've said to some Chelsea fans actually to chill, because at the end of the day, if you did want him sold, you should be happy because now you've got a good fee. And there was only a few clubs that would have paid that fee. Maybe Newcastle could have needed him. They got Elanga. Arsenal are the only other team that maybe wanted competition for their right winger. There was no other club that was ever going to come in for him. So that's business at the end of the day. If you've only got one option on the table and your club is even actively trying to sell you over the last 2 summers, on top of the fact that Esteval's coming in, Quenda at Sporting Lisbon 2026, Neto's in good form, Palmer's just gone and played on the right. What do you want the man to do? He's got to think about his future and he's got to play football. So I ain't got no problem with it. I tried to kind of be as balanced as I could be when he was here. I think he for what we paid, 29 million, I think he provided decent value for money. But I'm not going to lose sleep over him going. We've got so much talent. We just need to just lock in and just make what we got work, and we did in this tournament. So now I'm just excited for next season, man. I'm buzzing.
It's more money in the bank.
We needed that money. We got fines to pay.
after this.
Everybody's always saying, you got fines to pay, and UEFA on your case, bro. Thank
They
you, Arsenal.
they mentioned
once
it
again.
yesterday. Yeah,
Arsenal
they
given
said,
us 60. Well, they've given us 50. How much was
52,
Kepa?
I think it's 52.
But Kepa was 5.
That was
Yeah,
five.
bro,
that's
appreciate
a lot of
it,
money
man.
that you're giving
That's
to
that's
Chelsea,
what
man.
neighbours are for, man. We need some sugar. We just go and knock on Arsenal's door. Yo,
Oh my
thanks for
God.
the
You ain't got any
ingredients.
milk, have
You
you?
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Arsenal, they get G-checked in the streets. You know what I mean? Just, how much money you got on you?
Give me that.
Yeah, that's a nice watch you're wearing.
Not me, him. But
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's one of those situations. Just,
G-checks, That's
just
crazy.
Arsenal, just you know what I mean? Like nice crepes.
There does appear to be this kind of relationship
It's a nice wife you got.
Wife.
where, you know what I mean? But listen, mate, who knows how this signing's going to turn out? Like I said, I wish him all the best. He is a good player. Like I said, once we induct him into the structure and, you know what I mean, and he's there, sees how things work at Arsenal, I think he'll find it's a very different environment to Chelsea, that's
yeah.
for sure. And
What do you mean by
apparently-
that?
Not winners.
Yeah.
no, not winning. I'm not in terms of that. I'm talking about
Well, it's true.
Arsenal have there's a more structured club internally, I think. You can see that, by the way.
More
You can just tell, right?
Stable,
Yeah.
potentially.
Yeah, you know what to expect.
Yeah, I agree.
That would probably improve him and level him up, like I said.
And do you know what? Big up to Pedro Neto as well, because in the semis, he obviously on his shirt had Diogo and Andre, and he said he was going to win it for them. And that's his
Yeah,
mate
man.
that who's just passed away. He couldn't go to his funeral
Yeah,
because of this.
any Portuguese player in particular that played in that tournament after the
Hats off
passing
to
of
them.
those two brothers.
Before, it
Hats
was
off
hard
to
for our
you. You had
players
your
as well.
midfielders and your left
João
back as well.
Neves, Nuno Mendes, also Gonzalo Ramos, like all our players. It was hard for them, man.
Yeah.
It was really
And I
hard.
saw Liverpool play the pre-season game against Preston as well, I think. So
Yeah,
credit to all the players. All the players that are
agreed.
closest to him.
Yeah,
man,
we'll
because it's gonna be a
touch
tough,
on that,
tough
'cause
season for them.
I watched the game
Seasons.
yesterday. Let me just say this: my hats off, and the biggest and deepest respect goes out to Preston North End Football Club, because the way they almost allowed the day to be overtaken by Liverpool, the tributes to Jota in the programme notes, it was all Jota. The girl that sung at the start of the game, she sung their theme tune. And then she sung You Never Walk Alone as well. When the cameras panned to the audience for that in the crowd, the 6,000 Liverpool fans that made the short trip, I mean, I was watching it crying. Like, that song for me, over and over again in my life, it comes back to these emotional moments. And to sing that about Jota, and they sung his name throughout the whole song, the captain of Preston, throughout the whole game, the captain of Preston came over and put a wreath down, and he was clapped and applauded. The fans were unbelievable for Preston yesterday, right? So big up them. We'll never forget that. That's the kind of thing that as a football fan and club, we never ever forget that stuff. And Darwin Núñez scored at the Bill Shankly Cop End at Preston Stadium. Does his celebration.
Yeah.
Honestly, my heart was just broken, but at the same time so full because of the respect and the tributes that happened yesterday. So, listen, it was a good result. Liverpool played really well. It was nice to see Gyokeres Mosquera, Frimpong, who looks rapid, by the way. I know I met him a couple of weeks ago, and I was thinking he's quite small, I'll be honest. Bro, Duracell bunnies, up and down the right-hand side, up and down the left, him and Gyokeres. I thought every player was brilliant yesterday, and they treated the occasion with the respect it deserves. And it's actually got us thinking now, Darwin Núñez, do we keep him now? Not just because of that goal, but on Darwin Núñez, his grandfather died. He went to Uruguay. 1 day later, with no sleep, he was the very first Liverpool player at Diogo Jota's funeral. The first one. Darwin Núñez. I love that man. Honestly, I love him. I just want him to flourish wherever he is, but I do feel like there's a thing of, well, no one can leave now. We've all got to hug together and do this for
100%. I
Diogo.
get that.
Well,
I mean,
your
obviously, I've
fans
seen-
suffered a lot of traumatic moments. That
The most tragedies, bro. The
even
most.
stronger, isn't it, bro?
100%. We know how to deal with
Unfortunately,
these
yeah.
things when they happen because we're so accustomed to going
Yeah,
through such
unfortunately,
heartbreak.
yeah.
But you can turn that into glory. And
I guess it depends what
Gakpo
happens
scored
with
a
Diaz
goal.
as well, isn't it?
It does depend on that. Gakpo scored a really good goal, which Núñez let it go for his legs so he could get it. Mo Salah looked sharp. And listen, the result's irrelevant. Good minutes in the legs. And, that first step of grieving now has happened for Liverpool. It's the first game where he's not around. And we all go through it together. And that's
The dressing room
you
must
never
have been a
walk
weird
alone.
place.
That's exactly
that
the
term.
mo-
You
the
never walk
motto,
alone.
yeah.
In those moments, we'll never walk alone. So anyway, man, I don't know whether he comes or goes now, Darwin, but I just respect him as a person 10 times more. And look at that picture from the Preston captain as well. Unbelievable day. Deepest appreciation and thanks to everyone at Preston North End. So yeah, unbelievable that, and I'll never forget it if I'm honest. Let's go to Tottenham. Allegedly,
Before you go to Tottenham, I'm bothered by something I haven't realised. Production has been really disrespectful. I need to fix this. We don't deserve this. We had a great tournament. We had an amazing season.
that's true actually.
We cannot be
You
turned
might as well get
upside
the
down
Champions
like
League
this.
trophy as well
We
if you
cannot
want, bro.
turn- Look. Production.
Do you
We'll
want
have
the
a word
Champions League
after.
trophy? Shall I get it for you?
That's fine. I'm
You
used
sure?
to it now. I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good. I'm
So I'll
good.
get the Premier
I
one
wanted
then,
the
if
Premier
I'm up
League,
there.
but obviously now it's
so
good,
when
isn't it? Like,
so when are we gonna get the new trophy, Club World Cup, in the studio so I can see it?
Do you know how much it is?
I don't know how much it is, but I
It's
know
a lot of money.
Robbie can afford. Where's the studio?
Well, no, I think we've got a plate
Studio budget.
downstairs. We can.
Nah, the plates. That's the
We
community
can-
shield. That's for Laurie. Give me the
50p
I
cup.
need the 4D chess key unlocking of the globe. And
Official replica.
everything.
That's what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
looking
we
for.
need to see
Or
that.
let us know. But on Tottenham, illegal moves for Morgan Gibbs-White, according to Tottenham. The deal is currently off. I mean, this time last week, we were all sitting down, Laurie, talking about what a great signing Morgan Gibbs-White would be for Tottenham. It's starting to get a bit messy now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's this talk
Bit
about a
nasty.
release clause and players being tapped up behind the club's back. But I think in terms of the tapping up stuff, I mean, that is routine, isn't it? So I don't really see.
I think Forrest is saying, well, you need to come to us to ask for permission to speak to the
Yeah.
player. You don't just speak to the player.
Yeah,
But with this day and age, you can
yes,
send an
yes,
Instagram
exactly,
DM and that's
exactly,
tapping up.
Exactly. So
know?
it's widely common. So I think the Forest owner is a bit upset. He's a bit of an emotional man, as we've seen
Yeah, he is.
previously. But at the end of the day, the signing's going to go through, isn't it? So,
Oh, do you think?
yeah,
We still think it will happen?
yeah.
I mean, it's not probably Morgan Gibbs-White's fault, but he will be the fall guy in when he goes back to the City ground as a Tottenham player. He'll be the one getting booed and taking it on the chin.
I think that would be unfair, man, because he put in a great shift for
did.
Forest. The Forest fans really liked him before, so I don't think they should allow this to... This is a spat between the clubs. I don't think Morgan Gibbs-White has done anything.
No, he hasn't done anything wrong.
I don't think
same with Elise. We had this issue with Elise with Palace, and we got taken to court, and we had to walk away from the deal. I don't know the ins and outs of it, of course, and all the details, but Tottenham, if you have done something dangerous there with the approach, probably best to just walk away because you don't want a transfer ban for this. Did Liverpool have an issue with Van Dijk way back when over this kind of thing as well? Was it something different?
Yeah, we just had to wait.
You just got to walk in
till
it.
the next window. Yeah, we had to just walk away.
To be honest.
But then obviously he actually signed for Liverpool before the window actually opened again in January. He signed on like Christmas Eve or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were annoyed, Southampton.
He
but
will go.
Again, we've given them so much money. It's like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? We've given you hundreds of millions of pounds. But
and could I just say as well on that? I mean, I know obviously Forest lost a couple of their big players from last season, but that is one of the inevitable consequences of doing so well. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Other teams, bigger teams, are going to headhunt your players. It happens. Forest have done well in the past with their recruiting, so they'll just have to.
And Tottenham have done that with a West Ham player in Mo Kudus, who signs for West Ham.
That's nuts.
The fun fact, he is the last player, apart from Scott Parker, to move between the teams. But he's come out with some pretty big quotes, saying it was always Tottenham. If you look in my heart, you'll find Tottenham. Bro. Matisse is rolling his eyes.
Give it a rest, man.
Yeah, when players do that.
Did he really say
No
this?
one believes you, man. You don't need to lie to us. Just enjoy the music. Great music video that was released. I love I'm not gonna lie. That was a cold
with the Afro beats.
drop. Yeah. That was
Stone
cold.
Boy.
But we all know if Arsenal came in. You know what I mean? If
of
Chelsea
course,
came in and had the Madueke money, if Liverpool
I wish
came
players
in,
wouldn't do all
you
that
would have.
stuff,
You
'cause
would
it
have.
just
You
sounds
would
so
never have joined
phony,
them.
doesn't it?
Don't lie,
But
man.
the fans of the team you're joining, lap it up. They love
Yeah,
it.
of course.
Do they anymore though?
I don't know.
Until you move
I
3
don't
years
even,
later.
to be honest,
and
I don't
then
even know if
they
Tottenham fans
remember
even
it.
believe that. I'll be real.
Yeah, I don't
Even-
think they do.
I don't think they even
I
believe
think I
that.
disagree with you there.
I
I
don't
think
think
a
they
lot
even
of
believe
fans
that.
just think, whatever, man.
When was the last time someone said, I dream to play for Tottenham? Seriously.
Exactly. I
don't
mean,
know, actually, no.
Madueke
Has
said.
anyone ever said
Let's
it?
be real.
Madueke's on the record as saying that Chelsea are the biggest club in
Yeah,
London,
yeah,
and now he's at
Now he's
Arsenal.
at
Exactly.
Arsenal.
And I'm sure when he comes to Arsenal, he's going to give all the purple pros about Arsenal, a great club.
And
I
kiss,
can't wait
kiss
to see
Saka's
Saka's
my
his
best
first
mate.
interview. Yeah. I can't
Me
wait
and
to see his
Saka
first
go
interview.
back. It's all words, bro. It's all purple, bro.
PR, man.
Yeah, but for
It's a
for
whizzy,
fans,
it's a woozy, it's a wazzy.
especially when it's rivalry between clubs. If someone says for example, that Marseille is the biggest club in France and is bleeding Marseille colours or whatever that is for PR or communication reason, and then he joins PSG, all the fans will be pissed off at this player because
Well, look at
if he's
Trent.
speaking too much,
Said
there's
all that.
there's
It's a good
I think there's a
example, yeah.
middle ground around communication to make it look good for the fans that you're happy to sign,
Yeah.
and over simulating it like you have deep love for the club. I think that's a bit
Do you
too
know
much.
who used to do that quite a lot? Robbie Keane. Whatever club
That's
he
too
went
much,
to,
that's
he'd
too
be like,
much.
"Oh, I've always supported them from a kid." It's like,
He played
hang
for
on,
a
you
lot
said
of
that
clubs.
Celtic, Liverpool, you said
Come
that
on,
about
man.
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Come on.
Fans, I don't think fans are buying all that stuff anymore, you know, because I think we see through it.
But also, I agree with you. Fans won't really buy it. But if you do say it,
Too much.
fans will not forget
React.
that you said
Yes,
that.
of course.
Yeah,
Like
we had
with,
that with Lukaku.
like with
Of
Trent,
course.
he said, "I want to stay here for my whole career. I want to be the captain," and then you force your way out, and we go, "Hang on," because we didn't say that stuff. You said it, so
right.
now you're
It's
going back on
playing with fans' emotions,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
When you are over.
It's a cynical ploy.
it. Yeah,
That, let's be honest, is
It is.
working less and less because fans are wise to that stuff.
yeah,
Very good signing, though.
It is a good.
I was
sign.
actually thinking that obviously he plays right wing and maybe that means Kulusevski can play inside and whatnot. But I was also thinking if he, Thomas Frank tactically very diverse. If he goes with Solanke and Kudus as a front two, the same way he used to have Tony and Mbeumo, I think that would work so well.
It's a wise
Kudus
signing.
shoots very well.
He's a good signing, but I'll tell you, there's one slight concern for me. Not that it's my club and I'm particularly bothered, but I've seen this trend with players before. So
Yeah.
he's been at West Ham a couple of seasons. First season, magnificent. Second season, listen, I didn't watch him week in, week out, but the likes of Nicky, who I respect and I've got a lot of time for, West Ham Fan TV, he said he pretty much down tools following season. So is there question marks against the player's attitude? When things
Of
get a bit
course.
sticky, can you still rely on him? Stuff like that. So I guess we'll see.
Time will tell, innit?
Yeah, I guess
Time will
we'll see.
definitely tell on that one. But yeah, Spurs have definitely got their man in Kudus. But will they actually end up with Morgan Gibbs-White, and how long will that take? Let us know in the chat. We should also shout out England. The women's team finished second in the group of death after beating Wales 6-1 in the end.
Some group of death. They
Yeah.
smoked the Netherlands.
They've scored
4,
10
and then-
goals,
Yeah.
you know, in 2 games. They will now face Sweden. They met in the last Euros. Alessia Russo's famous back heel sent them through. You'll remember that. I mean, you were watching this game last night
was.
on the stream. Deserved winners, obviously, at 6-1. But can they go on and actually... Because when we did the Netherlands game before, in the preview, we were saying, well, if they lose this, they're out. And they can't retain their trophy. But now they've won the last 2 games convincingly, to say the least. Are they now the favourites to win?
I wouldn't say they're the favourites. I think Spain, to me, looked the best team in the tournament so far. France also looked good. But certainly, listen, it's tournament football. Dare I say it, Chelsea have shown. That
Yeah,
you don't need
exactly.
to. They didn't start the Club World Cup fantastically and have gone through and won it. So England are in there pitching. I mean, I did say before, Stuart will back me up on this, that they were going to smoke Wales. I thought Wales, you know, they talked it up, you know, plucky underdog stuff. But we all knew that England were levels above them. And so it proved. I mean, England got a goal after how many minutes was it? Very early.
Very early goal.
And never
yeah.
looked back. So, yeah, they had a rough first game against France, but we've seen tournament football before. You can lose your first game and get stronger and stronger and go on and win it.
And
So-
France struggled against the Netherlands as well.
Yeah,
yesterday,
that's
so,
right. So, tournament football, man.
Yeah, setting up that Swedish quarter-final. They strolled really into the quarter-finals. Obviously, Spain, the world champions, are on the other side of the draw. So at some point, you're going to have to, if you want to win this, you've got to be the
Yeah.
best teams. Look
Of
what
course.
Chelsea have done. But
I think they would have preferred to play Sweden as well because I think Germany, out of the 2 teams, Germany or Sweden, I think Germany
Yeah.
was seen as the harder test. But, you know, we'll see.
I think England will be massively boosted by the amount of goals they're scoring and how early they score as well. Georgia Stanway scores again. Toon scores again. Russo score again. We saw what Lauren James did as well. You know,
At one point
it's
yesterday,
a lot
when
of
I was
goals.
watching it in the studio, it looked like every time England went forward, they looked likely to score. So, yeah.
Yep, 6-1. They thrash Wales to book their quarter-final spot. So they'll be hoping they can go on and retain this trophy now. A couple of super chats. Palmer is unbelievable. The only man to destroy PSG, says Z. Who is England's best player? Bellingham or Cole? At the minute, on form,
Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer. Ali
Yeah, but
says,
we also have to take into account that Cole Palmer had a very disappointing towards the
he's
end
had
of
a
last
disappointing 2025,
Yeah.
actually, apart
season.
from
How
that.
many games did he go without a goal? Was it 18?
I don't know. You see, when you got a player of
Months.
this ability that you believe in, you don't keep count, man. Just wait for better days.
No, but I mean,
I don't know. I don't have those stats.
Class is permanent, form is temporary,
100%.
you all know.
That's
But
why
having
we
said
don't
that,
worry.
he did go through a long run, didn't he? Barren run. I think
Yeah.
Something like 18 games, something.
He got tired, man. He was carrying this team for too long. It's about time some other people
Yeah.
started stepping up anyway.
These days, the World Cup winners get a Ballon d'Or. Palmer, question mark, says Ali. I'm not sure about that.
No.
Didn't
Dembele's-
Chelsea...
Dembele's
Chill,
gotta get it,
chill,
man.
chill.
Dembele's
Thank
gotta
you,
get it.
Matisse. Thank you.
Dembele's
Yeah.
gotta
Get
it,
this on record.
Post
Dembele
Manson.
should have the
Did he
Ballon
play
d'Or.
yesterday?
Barely.
He was
Barely.
to be fair, he was nowhere to be seen. He was-
Honestly, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
remember too many
It was a bad day
touches
for
he
the
had.
whole front-
the
front
whole
line.
squad, mate.
Yeah, man.
Varaskelia, as you said, was subbed
Yeah.
early during the second half.
That's why I said it was a
I
game
mean,
too many for them. Man.
I
They
think
just
so.
didn't
I
show
think
up.
so. It was too many. Yeah.
Didn't Chelsea already become the first club to win it all after the Conference League? They'd already won a Club World Cup win. Michael says, can't buy me, love, Chelsea, as an Arsenal fan. User says 13 versus 6 Premier Leagues, 14 FA Cups versus 8 FA Cups. How is Chelsea bigger in every criteria? If Arsenal ever wins one Champions League, the debate is over.
If.
Biggest word in football, that. It's only 2
Boring.
letters. If.
One thing I would say is I wonder what Gary Neville's saying now. I mean, look, that long
Yeah.
ago, he's calling them £1 billion bottle jobs, wasn't he?
Mm.
Now they're club world champions. I hope the apology is as loud as a disrespect.
Exactly. AGT, you better apologise to all the Chelsea fans for saying Chelsea have no chance to win the CWC. Also, where's the Bottle Job FC fans? Arsenal. That is no words. London is blue forever. Says
Still
Sonny.
finish
And
above them,
I don't need to apologise. I've said I got it wrong. That is my
But
apology.
a
and
lot
I've
of people got it
congratulated
wrong
Chelsea.
because if you remain objective and you know football and you've seen the tournament, obviously Chelsea were not the favourites, but they know how to play finals, so fair play to
Yeah.
them.
Apart from if Kelleher's in goal.
Yeah, we need to
'Cause
play.
they-
We need to beat you at Wembley. Man.
Yeah,
we really got to
you
set
can
that
try.
shit straight.
You can try, man.
It's so wrong.
Chelsea won 2 iterations. Arsenal never even qualified, says Samuel. Cryptic Dino says 3 months ago, no one gave a F about the Club World Cup. Is Cole Palmer now better than Messi just because he's got a trophy that Messi doesn't?
That's a good shout.
Probably not. Campeones, ole, 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 says Juno. Nathaniel says fair play to Chelsea. They're so hard to beat in finals unless you have Big Virgil in the box. Yeah. Matisse still
Let's
hurting
run it,
over
man.
that
Let's
one.
run it.
Desi Blue says FIFA has renamed the earlier version of the tournament to the FIFA Intercontinental Cup. So congratulations to Chelsea, the first Club World Cup winners. Ahmad says João Pedro had the world record for the fastest player to win a trophy, and Evil Saka have more trophies than original Saka. Chew them facts. Tyreek George, Evil Saka, they call him.
Yeah, they do. They do. I don't know what's gonna happen.
More
with him
trophies
next
than
season.
Saka.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's all silly Billy stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna say that he's hopefully gets either some game time in the cups or goes out on loan. I'm not really sure what he's gonna do, but Saka's a top player, man. I'm not gonna do that to Saka. Saka's a top player.
Juno says, Matisse, let the haters talk. Just remember, no one else can say they've won it all. We've completed football up the Chelsea, champions of the world. Claver says, Stu predicted PSG 3,
3-0. Yeah,
Chelsea 0. He also said he wouldn't take Palmer in the 11 just
Yep.
for Palmer to play a reverse Uno card on his prediction.
Exactly. Fair play to you.
SYM Limited, I think I know what that stands for. All your players line up. Their favourite player is Thierry Henry with the 14 Arsenal shirt, not Gerrard or Drogba. Also, Stu, you best beat Spurs. That sounds like an Arsenal fan with a bit of copium there. So big up.
I know,
You should beat Spurs.
Matisse. I
Oh,
know,
God, you
and we're so looking forward to this because obviously
When is it?
the 13th of August. So we have they're gonna prepare the game a little bit more than 2 weeks before.
Do you
So
have
they have
any
2
more
weeks
pre-season
holidays.
games now, or is
No.
that it?
Oh, they got to rest, man. They're
And-
tired.
No,
But
that
you've
was
got a
that
couple,
was
don't
that was
you?
a long
We've
season.
got a couple. Right
They need
before
to
the
go
break
Ibiza,
starts.
they
Yeah.
need to go
Just
enjoy
because we
themselves,
probably need them,
Go
but
to
Yeah.
your wives, go
Yeah.
to your families,
yeah.
enjoy, have some rest. At least we did not pick up a nasty injury, and that's also a big win.
And not
for-
only
for-
that,
for-
the style
for
of
this
football that they
tournament.
play as well is very
Yeah.
taxing, isn't it?
But what I will say is, from what I remember, our pre-season dates are very close, like almost like 1 or 2 days apart. So it will be 2 different 11s, and it will be. I think everybody will play one game, and then the Prem will start.
Yeah, we haven't got
Yeah.
that. We've got the next game is in Hong Kong, and I'm going to it in 2
Mm.
weeks. We haven't got a game for 12 days now, and then after that we go Japan, and then at Anfield we're playing Athletic Bilbao twice on the same day, double
On the
header.
same day.
But we'll
Same
use
day.
2 different squads. So 5
Oh,
o'clock
right.
Long
kickoff.
watch along, no?
5. Oh, I'm going to go to the game, but there's a
You going
5
both
o'clock.
games?
No, the 5 o'clock one is with fans. The 8 o'clock one is behind closed doors.
Yeah, close doors,
But they'll
okay.
just use 2 different 11s.
Yeah, yeah. I
So-
think that's what clubs got
I
to
don't
do.
mind
man.
that, though.
I think that's what clubs got
Yeah.
to do because, yeah, you
We
might
ha-
want to be at peak fitness for game week 1, but you need to also still be there for game week 38.
We have a Spanish team come to Anfield every pre-season. Last year it was Sevilla, year before Athletic Club again. So Osasuna came as well. Dini says, I know Chelsea fans are excited, right? But you've still got work to do. Number 1 is Liverpool. Number 2, Man United. Number 3, Arsenal. This is in value of trophies. Number 4, Man City. Chelsea, 25 trophies in 5th. Big up the panel every time, though. This season's going to be mad. Bun Chelsea and Tottenham. He's got the glasses and the crown back on. You can't really chat to him right now, brother. I'm telling you. Big up Dini, though, man. PSG getting Olayed outclassed PSG fans over 80k, says Blue Lion. I'm not sure about their fans are class. You can't have a go at PSG's fans. Sonny says, an interesting fact, Chelsea, the first club to win the old Club World Cup and the new one. Arsenal can't even win a Europa League, let alone a Champions League. Bunch of bottle jobs with a bottle job mentality.
I'm listening.
I always get these gigs, you know, every time I come in here.
It's because your brother throws you
Yeah,
under the
I
bus
know.
every
Your brother's
time, man.
throwing you under the bus.
Need to have a word.
I said happy birthday and then hold that.
Yeah, I'll buy you a steak, but you go and face the music for me, you know? Happy birthday for the other day as well,
No
by the
worries,
way.
man.
Big up to you
Respect.
each and every time.
I had a good birthday.
You did.
I had a good birthday.
Saw the pictures, look good, man.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
up.
it was nice.
ODO says, Arsenal fan, Chelsea was bigger after the second Champions League. Oh, computer's just crashed out there. Bear with me whilst I load it back up. What's your next game? Is it in Hong Kong now as well?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I thought you would have had
They're
a
going out
little
there
one
on the
this weekend,
25th.
maybe. Just
I think they were going to go away and have some secret game somewhere.
behind closed doors.
Yeah. And then obviously got the tour starting on the 25th of July.
Yeah.
Then it come back, then we got the Emirates Cup, which we
Probably
Yeah,
lose
we'll
that
win
as
some.
well. Oh yeah. Well,
Does
if
that
you
count
can't win the no, it don't be shameless now. Don't be
And
shameless.
then the campaign starts.
And then
in
I'll see you at
August.
Anfield, mate.
Yeah.
Congrats, Matisse, on the cup. Can't lie, it was jarring seeing the players celebrate with Trump, though. Bowley was begging it from him, too. Asna Amazon series en route to beating The Simpsons, says Kenny. Mr. Finn, not really football related, but has anyone said that AGT looks like Jura Mormont? Who's that?
Who's that?
Who's that?
I don't know. Also, RIP Jota20, as always. Jura Mormont. No one ever has. Is that an insult, though? Or let me
I
just
have
Google
no
this
idea
guy
who this
quickly
person
just to
is.
see if he's mugging me off or not.
You have
Yeah, he's mugging me off.
You have
He's
me on
mugging
for
me off.
something.
He is definitely mugging me off. Geezer's about 65, mate. So, cheers. All the best. Take care. Get home safe. Is yours gold? Mate, ours is pure gold, says Spooko. Ooh, damn.
I like
Oh,
the sound
shit.
of that. Do you know what? Because we've heard that from Arsenal for a long time. Turkish always tells me that is yours gold. I feel like we can retaliate now with our own gold. Gold for gold.
We can go gold for
We can
gold.
go gold for gold.
Gold for gold,
We got some gold up there as well. Trump will lift the World Cup trophy himself next year, says Truce. He will, innit? He'll have
He'll
one hand
find a
on it
way.
as they lift it up. Sausage.
Imagine he does that.
You can't
Imagine if England win
underestimate.
the World Cup
You
and he's
can't
standing in
underestimate
the
though.
Crazy.
The world,
Harry Kane would be like, we're not lifting it until you move. Like,
You
do
can't
Reece James
underestimate
should have
from
been
a
like,
politician's
"Right, mate,
point
yeah,
of view.
off
Yeah,
you go
it's
then.
the
We're
value
about to
of
lift
that.
this.
Huh?
For the
optics
image
of
of
that.
the, yeah.
Yeah, but
They
it's
do
all,
that quite
yeah, it's all
deliberately.
about
That is
yeah,
literally
it's-
sports washing, though. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it
The
is.
picture of him standing there is
That goes
sports
right
washing.
round the
The
world.
same
Yeah.
as when Argentina won the World Cup in Qatar. The Sheikh of Qatar put
Yeah.
the robe
Yeah.
on his shoulders as well.
It's like the
and-
champion's robe.
Who was
Yeah.
the other guy? They had the
Salt Bay.
Salt Bay was
Yeah,
running around
yeah,
as
yeah.
What
well.
was he doing? What are you doing here? Get out! You idiot. Go and do that somewhere else, you sausage. What people on the show couldn't get their head around is that a youth project would always take time to prosper, mocked until we became world champions. Precise signs. Laurie, why didn't you want Madueke? Isn't he a good player? If he was coming from Madrid, you'd want him there in SMH. No, Chelsea,
No,
they like
I've
Chelsea
said
players.
before with Madueke, I had a few. You know what it is as well. I think with Madueke's character, it was quite questionable. So, for example, I'll never forget that him and Jackson fighting over a penalty when Chelsea are 4-0 up against Everton last year. Enzo Maresco, and I'm sure Matisse will back me up on this, dropped Madueke from the team last year because he said that he questioned his ambition.
You've got reasons.
So I'm quite right to question a player
Yeah, you
who's his own manager is saying, look, you need to show more. So if I'm a fan from another club and I'm seeing it, I'm thinking, well, why would we want to take somebody in?
At the end of the day,
You know what I mean?
not a single Arsenal fan was thinking that Madueke was what they needed at the end of last season. So just because he's signed now, it doesn't mean you have to start tap dancing and saying,
Yeah, exactly.
Madueke is exactly what we need. This is
Yeah.
exactly what we want. Just say what you actually think. and
Yeah,
keep it
exactly. So
moving.
I
If he
stand by
proves
every
you
word
wrong,
I said, but I also said,
you know what I mean?
I also said that once he becomes an Arsenal player, it's only right that we give him a chance.
Yeah, of course you
You
have
know
to.
what I mean?
It's not.
Because-
It's not like players haven't joined
Yeah.
clubs and not worked out
Exactly.
before. So it's like.
I mean,
what
when
happens,
Aubameyang came, and he's one of my favourite Arsenal players, when he came to the club, he came under a cloud. He fell out with Dortmund, remember?
Yep.
That's
You just
the only
have to
reason
hope
why we
he
got
matures
him.
with Madueke.
So
He's still young. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Once he comes within the Arsenal environment, you see players like Saka, Wanyeri, all of them, but you'll see him because he's kind of that age group. You'll see the way those guys knuckle down and play.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll rub off on him. And probably will get the.
Is
you
he
know,
playing with the England national team, Madueke?
He is. Yeah.
In and out.
In and out, yeah.
See.
Freestyle says, can't wait for Arsenal's excuses next season. Should we try and think of a couple?
What excuses did we give this season?
Injuries, bad
Injuries,
decisions.
red cards.
Did you hear me
offside.
say that?
This is tight.
Injuries,
Yeah,
red
say that.
cards.
This is only tight.
Yeah,
The
we
grass
need
was
time.
too
In football
green.
terms.
In
The
football
sunshine
terms.
too bright.
In football terms.
In football,
In football
terms.
terms.
No, but you have to understand, as I'm sure
It's
you
gotta be
guys
said.
do, you're not silly people. We're not a monolith. Every club has their fans that will use excuses. I'm sure PSG's fans will start saying, oh, we were tired. That's the reason why
Yep.
we lost yesterday. So it is what it is. Bro.
It is what it is until it isn't. Arsenal fans talking down this cup and counting Community Shield, says Nathaniel. M says, I believe Gyokeres to be fair. And Jiggy Saws says, Chelsea fans saying they've won it all but haven't won the Bundesliga yet.
Facts.
It's good facts. Good point. The dormant bottle job gene reactivated in PSG, says Patrick.
Bottle job. Come on.
gene.
I don't think so.
Listen, we're gonna play the biggest bottle job club in the world in Tottenham soon, so we'll see who's the
That's
biggest.
true.
No, but
That's
even
true.
with respect to you, an even better answer to that is that you just smokes everybody on the way to winning.
Well,
the
that's
Champions
what
League.
makes
How
it
can
even-
anybody call them a bottle job?
There you go. And to be fair, and Matisse, I want your honest opinion on this. What
Yeah.
makes that victory and that win in the Club World Cup final even better and greater is that you faced PSG.
Yeah.
And PSG was the best club this season.
Yeah, yeah.
So that makes it even
Absolutely.
better.
I mean,
So-
like I said, I don't pick and choose. I'll win any way possible. But when,
Of course.
when you do it that way in that style, it's definitely
Of course.
it's definitely better, man.
And
Because no,
let-
'cause
and
no
let's
one
have
can
it
say
right.
anything.
Although it
No
is
one
a
can
Club
say
World
anything.
Cup, it is tournament football. You have to take that into account.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so by way of example, when you guys lost to Flamengo 3-1 earlier in this tournament,
Yeah.
I bet you weren't saying, "Oh, we're going to go on and win it." Were you?
I wasn't happy. No, I wasn't happy.
Yeah, so-
Argentina lost to Saudi. Like I feel like you almost need a defeat.
Sometimes,
Just one,
yeah.
just to
Exactly.
keep you humble.
Little
Yeah, a
wake
little
up.
slap just to wake
Yeah.
up. So it didn't cost us, and we didn't end up playing.
Same
Bayern,
thing goes
they
for
went
the
out.
England women's team. They were
Yeah.
comprehensively beaten by
Against
France.
France, yeah.
Look at the two performances
We
since
lost.
then.
I'm pretty sure we lost in the 2012 one as well. I'm sure when we were on the run.
Oh yeah,
That way
PSG
to
lost
Napoli,
before the
so-
Madrid game, and
Botafogo.
then,
Yeah,
They
yeah.
smashed
Botafogo,
up
we
Real
lost.
Madrid.
Yeah.
And we
exactly.
in the Champions League, we beat you, didn't we? In the early
Yes,
stages.
and we had a terrible start during
Yeah,
that new
so-
Champions League campaign.
I
It
still
was-
can't believe we finished first. And
we drew against PSG.
Honestly,
But that's fair
It's
though,
crazy.
because they weren't playing well. That's just how it goes. You got pretty unfortunate.
no, but we would have preferred another team
I know.
apart from them
Yeah.
in
This-
15th
So you
place.
need them big
like,
clubs to do well. then,
next
innit?
next year,
Otherwise-
start better, please.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Just
then it will
start
be the
better.
opposite. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we play PSG every week? Up the Chelsea, says Blue Lion.
yeah.
YG,
don't
AGT, be
want that.
careful praising Preston around Laurie. He might make another ridiculous accusation about our club. Juno, Olympique de Marseille, you're
we
welcome.
won't go there.
Deuce says, really glad Ty is not here today. Finally, a sensible panel to discuss football stuff sensibly. Good job up the Chelsea. Precise Signs, Laurie, that's rubbish. Wasn't Kepa a problem too? And you all welcomed him.
Who's? What do you mean?
Pepper only cost 5
What
million.
was
maybe,
what was the
that's why.
comment about Marseille again?
I don't know. Olympique de
Oh,
Marseille.
I know what he's referring to. He's referring to the Kepa Sarri incident, isn't
They
he?
can't
Oh.
talk to us,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Come on.
There you go.
No, but listen, we had concerns over Madueke, man, and I voiced them. I'm going to reiterate. I voiced my concerns. They were valid at the time. They're still valid now. However, the club signed him, not me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
Yeah, of
once
course.
he arrives as a player, I am duty bound as an Arsenal fan. I
have
think
no
anyway,
choice.
to give him my support.
No,
if
you're
he
right.
F's up after that, then that's on him.
You're
A bit
right.
like Raheem Sterling. When Raheem Sterling came, there was a lot of people naysayers. It didn't work out.
lot
Are
of
you
players
going to
from
be in for
Chelsea.
Jackson next? I know you're a big fan of him as well.
100 mil?
Again, I
How
don't
much
want
money you got left, man?
No, man, we got Gyokeres
Gyokeres,
in
yeah,
coming.
But you took all my lunch money yesterday. Yeah, but you got more now, innit?
Yeah, but you got more now, innit?
What's going to happen to Jackson yesterday? It was noticeable he wasn't used yesterday. He looked a bit forlorn on the bench
This
there.
is
He had a
well,
fight at full time, though.
Yeah, he managed to
welcome.
do
So
that.
he got
all I can
involved.
say is welcome to Chelsea Football Club, because the first couple of seasons you didn't have enough competition. You didn't have enough players to go for your place when you were out of form or injured. This is what Chelsea Football Club is meant to be. You're meant to have minimum 3 strikers in a team going for 4 comps. If you're playing well, you play. If you're not playing well, you sit on the bench. I'm not bothered.
Yep.
I mean,
Well
with
said.
the arrival of João Pedro and Delab, he must be thinking to himself.
You must be thinking, I better fix up. I
Yeah,
better.
he's
I better
probably
start
had a word with his agent and said, "Look, man,
No,
what
I
we
mean,
got?"
it's you could choose in life. You wanna fight and you wanna prove people wrong and take the competition, or do you want to run away? It's up to you. I don't care which one you choose.
Because he doesn't look like the kind of player to me, though. I mean, you know him better than me. He doesn't look like the kind of player that will be happy to be on the bench. I think he's got an ego.
This is
about
his
him.
first time, so I can't judge him. I have no idea how he's going to take it. I hope he takes it the right
Not very
way.
well,
But
I would imagine.
I don't know. We'll see. Let's
Probably
see how
sitting there thinking to himself, yeah, I should probably have scored a few more goals last year. Otherwise, these guys wouldn't be here.
This is a big club. Like, if you joined a big club and you thought that your place was safe, that's your business.
This guy says Madueke is exactly what we need. But then he's put a wink face next to it, so he's probably being sarcastic. Right, people, that is it. That's the show today. Chelsea are Club World Cup champions. Stu, any last words
Yeah,
on your
but
teams?
the news is that after the defeat yesterday, we have one of our players that made it clear that he wanted to leave the club, and he's free to leave the club. His name is Beraldo. I think he's been really poor the entire since he joined. Actually,
That's mad.
we were expecting a lot from him, considering Pacho was not playing as well, and he was supposed to back up the loss of Pacho. Beraldo wants to leave. If Arsenal is interested, we'll be more than happy to sell it to Arsenal.
Bro.
Listen, man,
21 years
what
old,
I would
though.
say
Yeah,
about
Beraldo.
us, this is a pretty big week for us. Not only are we on the verge of signing Madueke, but Gyokeres, who I am excited about, he's coming in. Mosquera, the defender.
Mosquera.
He looks a
Saliba
good player.
replacement.
Well, who
Konate.
knows? Who knows? But for the time being, he'll be working alongside Saliba.
Mm.
And I'll tell you what,
No,
if
no.
we can get Eze in,
Yeah.
which, people are saying is a real
This is a
possibility.
picture of Konate in the dressing room after you defeat against PSG. I'm telling you, this is in the historic book that PSG has released in relation to our UCL win. Okay, this
But I thought it
shows
was
you a
Real
lot.
Madrid that
Hold
he
on, I
wanted to
didn't
go
see
to.
Konate, after the Liverpool defeat, went to the dressing room, spoke to his mates.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Come
but
on,
you know,
he's a Parisian. We need him. We
They're
need a
all-
Marquinhos
he's
backup.
chatting to all-
Berardo is leaving.
Mark Gurney.
Yeah.
We need
trust me,
Konate,
It's your
man.
replacement, man.
We
It's
need
like-
Konate. You see?
So
This is proof.
hang on. So Raul was here last week saying they're getting him. You're saying you want him. Where's he going?
I believe we have more chances to sign him, considering we won the Champions League this season, considering he has a lot of connections with his French teammates as well. Of course,
also
there's
got a
Mbappe,
connection
there's
with Trent.
Camavinga, there's Chouameni as well in Real Madrid. I believe that's the French connection with Madrid that is
What about the
interested in.
connection with Trent?
Nah.
I don't think so. I think it's more the French connection,
it'll
mate.
be a
So yeah,
French
maybe
connection.
Madrid
Do you
will
know
have
what?
it, but I believe
Maybe
we need
that
him more.
AGT of 2 years ago would have gone, nah, he's going to sign the deal, we're going to keep him. Now, I'm like, if you don't want to play for us, bro,
There
and
you
your
go.
mind is elsewhere,
The door is
No, but
open.
we
Alex,
need to sell you
Alex,
now
Alex.
to get
Yeah,
the money
facts.
in.
Alex.
That's
Yeah.
that I've been
See,
hurt
this
now.
is where my age is beneficiary.
Mm-hmm.
What do I always say about players? What is the only constant football clubs?
The badge
The fans.
and the fans.
You're
Players,
right.
managers,
You're right.
staff.
They come, they go.
They come and go.
Yeah, agreed.
So
Agreed.
But I
you
think-
will. One thing I do know is that you will be at Liverpool for life. I can't
Oh,
say
yeah.
that about any of the players. Same
Thank
with
you.
Matisse. Same with Stu. Same with me.
Yeah.
Players, managers, staff
Straight
come
up.
and go.
No, it is true. It is true. You're right. But now I'm like, the new AGT is like, bro, if you don't want to be around, get out. But we need some money this time instead of a freebie. Anyway, right, what a show that was. Big up to Matisse, who is slumped in his throne. He's tired. He's going straight to the club shop to get the real one of these put on his
The
face.
next 4 years, Damn.
Damn, bro.
4 years of this, we're gonna have to put up with.
4 more years.
You'll never sing that.
That's the whole presidential campaign.
Yeah, it is actually.
You'll be singing some mad stuff when we play, but we'll be like, well, you're not
Yeah,
champions.
it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
It's a sing off.
we'll just have a sing off,
Champions of
innit?
England, champions of the world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
I
of
mean-
them ones. Champions of Europe.
Champions of Europe.
Champions of nothing.
Incoming.
Again.
Next season.
Oh,
Next
incoming
season.
Chat
FC.
to him, bro. Chat to
Incoming
him.
Come on,
FC,
man.
bro.
It's
Damn.
the hope. You know what?
Incoming
It's the hope that
It's
kills
the hope
you,
that
innit?
The
kills.
hope that kills you,
I
bro.
hope that kills you.
But guess what? We still hope and we still believe, because otherwise, what would football be about?
Exactly.
And that's the perfect way to end the show. Stu,
Exactly.
bienvenue, au revoir,
Merci,
bon
merci,
chance,
merci, merci
mon
beaucoup.
stu. Yeah.
That was a great season.
Thank you for it, bro. Thank you.
Big
yeah,
up to
yeah.
Laurie
Thank
as well
you,
each
man.
and every time.
Big up,
No
Laurie.
clap, or yeah, no clap.
Yeah.
Big up again to this fella. He's
Yes,
champion
fair
of the
play,
world.
fair play, fair play,
Big
fair
up.
play, Matisse.
Well
Fair
done,
play,
mate.
I didn't do shit, man. I just watched.
No, you
And
entertain
big up to the
people.
host, Alex. Big up.
Yes. Konate incoming.
No need. Relax. Get out. Right, we'll be back at 5 o'clock. If there's any breaking transfer news stories to happen in the next 3 hours, we will have them covered for you here on DR Sport. So we look forward to that. Thank you to every single person, over 9,000 of you watching. Make sure you smash that like button on the way out. And we'll be back on Thursday for much more of the same. Take care. All the best.